What is it like being a Jamaican in Alaska in the United States? Hi, I'm Xavier Murphy, founder of Jamaicans.com. And today in Jamaicans to the World, I talk to Venice Simpson, a Jamaican living in Alaska. How are you, Venice?
I am okay. I living like in Alaska. Not so much. It's not summering. Alaska is not summering. Big
It's
big
cold.
April.
It's
Big big
cold.
April. Snow on the ground. Me I look on it now. Me tired eyes. Me tired. Tired.
All right. So first, which part of Jamaica you from?
So I live. So I always tell people I live up Jacksonville in the bush. Because when people think of Jacksonville, they think the rich area. I come from up in the bush, like up Cashew Ridge, like up on the hills where I look down and may see the whole world. Like up in the bush. So Kingston, St. Andrew, upper Jacksonville bush is
All
how I
right.
tell people, so they know.
Jacksonville have bush. So upper Jacksonville bush.
You see, people don't know. People then think Jackson and them think rich. But people laugh at me. Say, I used to live in this wealthy community, but me never rich. And people laugh that they think I'm trying to be humble. Me say, no, no. So it's always funny. I always explain that. Upper Jackson Bush. Yeah.
So which school you representing?
Arden. Well, Jackson All Age School, Upper Jackson Bush, but Arden. I am an Ardenite, proud, alkaline.
My brother went to Arden, so I yes, yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
Ardenite. Like it. We like it. Me and my husband, we say if we go back, me say, listen, if we go back to Jamaica, just here we go Arden. Him go Arden. Him come from Manchester, so we say him go Arden.
So is there a teacher at Arden that inspired you and you remember because of how he or her, I'm sorry, she or him impacted you?
Yes, Miss Joanne Davis Williams. Miss Joanne Davis, and it's so funny because when I was going there, so she was our food and nutrition teacher, and growing up, before high school, listen, me did bright, like me bright, and then all of a sudden, me can't retain, and as far as I was concerned, maybe I wasn't that smart. But for her class, because of her, I don't pick up nothing without reading the label. If I pick up a food, like I'm reading everything. Like she instilled that in me, and I love nutrition because of her. I didn't study, but just little things, and I can retain. I remember the vitamin B1 and the berry and all of that, like little things we don't remember. But this woman just had a poise about her, Miss Joan Davis Williams, and it's funny because after a while growing up, and my first job, I remember my boss told me, she said, you shouldn't do nursing. She said, you should do early childhood development because she told me she had a friend who was smarter than me and she had to drop out of nursing school. And sometimes I say, I say, obviously your friend never that smart because to me, But I think to myself, but I remember there's a time in my life where I thought, I guess I won't be Miss Joan Davis Williams. I mean, I look at me with my bald head now. I saw she didn't walk around with her bald head, with her orange hair. I said, look, Joan Davis
So
Williams.
you have become the teacher that you admire.
Listen, and it wasn't even like, I mean, I had decided that I just didn't have what it took to become her, or but no, you can't nobody can't tell me nothing. Like I'm at the point in, like, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Like I don't even
All right.
care. But yeah.
So big her up.
Yes,
All
big
right.
up Miss Joanne Davis Williams. Miss
So
Joanne Davis Williams, man. Yeah. Yeah.
so tell us about your journey to the United States. Did you move directly to Alaska? Did you make a couple stops in between?
No, become
And
right
what
up into
was
the
the
snow.
culture shock? Like,
Right
what was
up
it?
under the snow in an igloo. People always thinking an igloo. But I never know much about Alaska. So I was in Jamaica and my husband came there on vacation. He's from Jamaica too. So my then best friend was with his cousin and they introduced him to me. And not for us to hook up. So I was, because when I'm comfortable with you, I'm loud and just like all over the place. And he's very quiet. He's very quiet. So they're like, oh, Ven love chat. She would chat to him. So I was supposed to go down there and meet them because he was a third wheel. But then we had an emergency at the hospital I was working, so I couldn't go down there. And to this day, him say lie me there, I tell him say me no say lie, I tell him. So whatever. But we talk. I don't know what this man look like, but we talk on the phone. And I say I like him. I say all right. But then so that December, him go up. I'm call him a couple times and I answer me. I say whatever. So then come next February, this man call me. I say whatever. Me call you how long are you not answer your phone? Whatever. So him say I come down. I say all right. And then so him come down and we meet, and then the next day we hold hand, and 3 days later we engaged. And then seriously, 3 days later we engaged. And
this is like a reality show here.
Listen, Mr. Chad, we should have got a 90-day visa. We should have got a 90-day visa. I just add little drama, little razzle dazzle.
So when you said come up, you mean he was in Alaska and then he come to Jamaica?
Alaska. Yeah.
Okay.
So his mother got married, moved here, brought him here, then he came back and then brought me there. So he moved to Alaska when he was maybe 13 or so. I think he was 13 because he went to high school here. So he's been here most of his life. Alaska is home because we even talked about him coming to Jamaica. Can I tell him, sir, I don't want nobody think, sir, me come foreign because some man they're foreign and I come up here, I want nothing from you, Miss Independent. So I said, why you can't look for a job in Jamaica? I know that better for come up here. But I said, listen, I know why you think someone.
Yeah, give him a hard time. So
yeah, so, I said, listen, I don't need nothing from you. So my savings here, so me have my job. Idiot.
So you moved directly from Jamaica.
Yeah, to Alaska. Yeah.
Wow. And what was that like? I mean,
it was so when I moved up, it was in May. So it was rainy. That's one of the things I remember. It was rainy and I still remember the smell. So every time it starts raining in April, May, I get that scent. I remember it, and I remember coming up here. I remember because he bought me this kind of coat, and I had it up until I think I sit in the garage the other day. I said, hold on for it or not. But I remember we drove to his best friend's house. It was new. It was nice. But I remember.
So winter. Let's, sorry, finish what you were saying.
Yeah, so May nice and summer nice. We got the Alaska Fair. I'm going to say, all right, we go hiking. We go up on bicycle. I said, listen, I only a couple times we ride bicycle. Listen, the bump up. Listen, Lord of God, that was something else. But we ride it nice, summer nice. And then winter come. And remember, you know how people talk about Alaska and they talk about, half of the month dark and whatnot. So one day it get dark and cloudy. It's fine. Then day 2 it dark and cloudy. Then day 3, I said, Lord of God. I said, no. We cannot do this. So me start worrying now because I said, oh, Lord of God. True, like it really. And then the next day, like sun come and say, "Oh, thank God!" Because me couldn't
handle it. You wanted to see the sun. It's probably the first time you're not seeing a couple days. Well, you're not seeing the sun.
Yes, and it was so because the summer will tire you. The summer tire because it's so beautiful. All 1 o'clock in the morning, I mean, you can still see outside. It's bright. Like the sun go down and they say, "Oops," and come back up. It's like it's a bounce, but slow motion. In the summertime, it never. And it's beautiful. The summers here are beautiful, man. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, you get out. Yeah. The winter, it's mostly the darkness. It's not even the coldness, because my husband told me, he said even New York and Chicago is colder than here, because especially since they're so windy and it's so wet. The cold is here is dry. It's dry. And that's one of the
Okay.
other things. They should have a handbook where they tell you buy a humidifier. It was so dry, especially after I got pregnant. It
Mm.
was difficult breathing for a time. It's really dry here. Your skin, my heel back crack. Remember the first time I said this my heel back crack. I couldn't believe it. My shame. I said, let time that the foot, yeah, because my last time that the foot got me heel back crack. I said, no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell us the real deal here. The real deal
Listen,
of this.
me say what is it's my husband, him not do nothing. 10 foot back jam just smooth him hand them look like him not work. And me say, what is this? What is this nonsense? You know, but listen, I mean crack crack. And I remember like I'd be in the shower and it's warm. I'm gonna say, Jesus and P, me forgot step out now. Because even though inside the house warm, it's still cold. I used
So
to
let me
hate it.
so let me ask you this, because this is not the first time we have, Jamaicans.com has encountered you. You have a Jamaican ginger
Yes.
lemonade product that was featured on Jamaicans.com a while back. How is
Yeah.
that going? And how is the people in Alaska experiencing your Jamaican ginger lemonade?
Oh, they love it. We grew, I mean, faster than we expected. I didn't expect it because it was supposed to be just a summer thing. My son, as I told him, like he was all sad because we have a lot of homeless people here, especially in Anchorage, and he was really sad and he's asking about them and he, donating. So I told him about this company we could donate to. And so we did the lemonade in the summertime. Different states have it. That was the last year they did it here. So it's a lucky thing we got in. And so we donated to the Beans Cafe. And then I had a friend and she kept telling me to sell it. And somebody offered to buy some. And another friend told me I should sell it. And so we started doing that. There's a company here, Anchorage Community Land Trust. And we got an award. So I say, you know what? Me need a sign. Me need a sign because I was doing photography and I working and it was just too much. And we got best new business for the year, and that was what I
Congratulations.
needed. Yeah, I needed that motivation. And my son asked me to start it again because I me think that I might change his mind. Him no one bother with it, but yes, he wanted to do it, and I put in the work. It was a lot because I was in people keep running into me. I've had some auto injuries, and so
Mm.
that slowed things down. So this year I have one pre-order. It's a local company here.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So,
we're
so
doing that
you're ramping back up, basically, is where you're going. You're slowly ramping back up. Had some
slowly, and
setback,
yes,
but
and I'm
ramping back up.
going. Yeah, and I'm taking my time this time because listen, they drive my husband, because I mean, we take over the house, ginger, lemon. Listen, man, and the poor man would have come home and just shake him head and go in my office. Him come down here, like me, I stress him out. That's
Am I
the
to
man.
find a man cave, like him have him own little man cave
Yeah,
when he can
yeah.
go,
So
and
me
that
in
was
here
it.
now, me nine place. But so when
So
he come, I said, Chen, go down. I said, go down in your room. I turn on the heater.
so let me ask you this: where in Alaska or Anchorage do you get your Jamaican food fix, or are you you basically have to cook it? You don't have no place you can go and get you some good Jamaican or Caribbean food.
The number one place is my mother-in-law house. So every Sunday she cook dinner. So everybody pack up and go banana. We go banana. We pack up and go banana. But there's this place called Red Apple. If you come to Alaska and Anchorage, Red Apple, them used to have the cheese. And them stop selling. Them used to sell the coffee. So now I buy it on Amazon. But them even have the Shirley, no, we call it the little biscuit in the orange pack. Them have the cracker.
Ovaltine,
Yeah,
Ovaltine.
my husband love it. So I buy it for him. I mean, we never find some. Them have the tough crackers. Them have the mackerel. Them have callaloo. Them have few little things.
Okay,
And
good,
yeah,
good. So
it's nice.
what is the community there? Is there a small Jamaican community there?
Then them spread all over. Because every time somebody find out some Jamaican, them say, "Oh, me know this Jamaican." Me have a couple Jamaican in my workplace. One of the manager them did a Jamaican the meet her. She moved just recently. And down in the basement, the Jamaican them there, down in the like OR and so, down in the operating theater. But and the other day, somebody may pass and somebody said something. I say, hold on. I say, yeah, yadi. And he said, yeah. I say, what? He said, just move up here. And yeah. So when
So is there enough? Is there enough for you all where independence and say let's do something together, or it's just not anytime, no community events yet, or it's in
no,
the making? Not
no,
enough for you yet.
we haven't done that. I remember I have a friend locally, Francine. She was the first Jamaican I met here, and she said they used to have it and they used to pay dues and all that, but then them just never bothered. Them just stopped.
All right.
Then them just stop. But no, it's not like that. We don't really have that. This the other place, the unexpected place. Let me tell you this story. Me chatting up. But you're gonna want to hear this. If you come to Alaska, you come to Anchorage, go to Tent City downtown Anchorage. So we have the business. My mother-in-law know this lady is her friend. She tell her say her family own this restaurant called Tent City. I reach out to them on Instagram, so they tell me one of the chef is Jamaica. I say what? So I go there, go have lunch with one of my friend. The food look quintessential, American cuisine. And I say, all right, let me get something. I'm gonna take a bite. Listen. Me know say them have the Jamaican season in there. Me say, hold on. So me see 1 black person, 2 black person, 3 black person, 4. Me say the guy I pass. Me say, hold on. Everybody run in the kitchen black. Him say, yeah. And me say, hold on. Yeah, Jamaican. He say, yeah, Jamaican. I want peace and nice in the place. He say, yes. Everybody run there, Jamaican. Everybody. Listen, when you taste the food, listen, man. I'm going to all the time now. All the time. Me sitting on a Tent City. I mean, listen. Yeah,
so that sound like that is going to be the future Jamaican hangout spot. Right?
Listen, may I tell you, they did open a restaurant one time, but I didn't hear nothing about it. But listen, we go to the food just tastes so good, man. So good. They have one chef, she American, she black. She said, listen, I'm Jamaican too. Because them chat so much patois. Me know it. But yeah. God, man. Yeah.
So I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Cost of living. What's the cost of living like there in Alaska?
Lord of God. Alaska. So me never realized how. So one of the benefits is there's no income tax. Everything tax free. So anytime I'm gonna wear it and them tax, me say, hold on, this don't make sense. I calculate, but it is pretty expensive to live here, man. Especially in Anchorage.
Oh, really? I would think not really, because are people rushing to get to the coal? I mean,
listen, it is expensive, man. Cause Lord of God. So especially
all right. So you're saying it's relatively high. Is it because of energy? What do you think, or is it?
So it's because of distance and how much they have to pay to get most things here. So we get a permanent dividend fund every year. So something like $1,000 each, or like 1 year I did like $3,000 because of the oil. Alaska has a lot of oil, so they're rich in oil. But I mean, listen, how much we pay for internet? Internet, $150 or something. I don't remember. But when we hear about other people pay for internet, I not even want. I say, don't talk to me. I not even want to hear it. And you don't realize until you compare it to other places. It blows my mind when you look at what other people can get. I say, like, I'm seriously, like, you'd have to pay a good million and something for your house for people living there. I say, don't talk to me. Do not talk to me.
Wow. Never would have thought. Would have thought.
Yeah, due to the distance, due to the distance and everything, just the cost to come up here. Yeah,
Right.
it's so sad. Sometimes I go on Amazon and say, but we can't ship it there. So
Oh,
they need a different
wow.
category, to filter. They need a filter. So I'm gonna waste my time. I look for products and then can't ship to
They need
Alaska.
their own Alaska store. That's what they need.
Yeah,
Right? Right?
finally Amazon have a what you call it up here, so things not take that long for reach. But
Okay.
yeah,
So they have a distribution center there.
yeah. They have one now. Yeah, but it's
So
pretty. You don't notice it because this is the only place I've lived, so I never really noticed it. And thankfully, I can't even pretend as if we're suffering or we're having a hard time. We're good.
okay.
We're
All
good.
right. Good, good. So tell me now, you're Jamaican there, and there's not a whole heap of Jamaicans there. So what is the funniest or the most interesting thing that somebody has said to you when you tell them I'm Jamaican?
It's not really. Nobody has ever said anything to me. One of the funniest thing though, one of my coworker. I hope you get the message. Anyway, she tell my other coworker say, "Me not Jamaican because me not say man. Me dead serious. The woman so ignorant. She said she's not. She said me English. She said no. She's English because she doesn't say man. She's not. She said me fake my accent. Amanda.
Wow.
But no, she's different. She's different.
All right.
Different.
So we're winding things down a little bit here, and so I asked this question. It's a scenario actually. So you leave Alaska, you get on the plane, you're going to Jamaica. You get off the plane, don't care which airport. It could be Mobile or it could be Kingston, whichever airport.
Mega Portland.
What is that first thing that you're either doing, you're going to go get to eat, or the place you're going to visit? You get out airport, what's that thing you're doing?
Me know you got to say, me go straight to Portland. Me get me juicy beef cheese patty. Me and my sister, some other two sisters, them like TST. No, we're going to juicy beef. We're going to stop at KFC. We're going to get the barbecue chicken and the spicy one. We're going straight to Portland. And we're not going to Junction. We're going to Junction. Come and let the view. Let the view of Junction. So we're going to go Junction.
View. There's no view. You just a turn corner. You're turning.
Stop it. No, once you come out of Junction, it's nice, man. You drive for the season.
Yeah, but by the time you get out of Junction, sometimes you're so tired from them, the corner there, right? Oh yeah.
No,
but it's your scenario, so I will leave you on the scenario and Junction.
My mother is from Portland. We're on a Berrydale. If your name Miller Road, Portland, you're probably related to me. So I used to go there summertime, and that's when we used to go holiday. So and then I meet my husband too. So Portland, as soon as I finish nursing school, me apply to go over there. Not even stay at Kingston. Portland. So
wow.
Yes, anytime we go Portland and juicy beef patty. We go outside, we get a coconut juicy beef cheese patty. My mother just sent up 6 dozen.
All right.
Listen,
all right. Yeah. So folks, if you know you're going out there to Alaska, you know what Venice wants out there is juicy beef patty.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, listen, great talking. I thank you for the information that you have provided. Any one tip? Can you give us one tip you tell anybody that if they're moving out there to Alaska, the one tip you're going to give them before they come out there?
Get some good shea butter, 3 kg shea butter, dead serious. Shea butter and a humidifier. It dry. Right. It dry. Listen, it dry. It's shea butter from 3 kg, a humidifier, and May Love. They have some nice products. Seriously, if you have planned for more, write them down. May Love, shea butter from 3 kg, and a humidifier.
All right. I will end it there because one of the things I think you kind of said it, but if there's a place or a time of year to come or something that
Oh,
you say,
yes.
Xavier, if you're coming out here, you must see this. What is
Ah,
that thing that you would say? Because I know you kind of mentioned that the summers are beautiful.
yes.
But maybe
Geez.
there's something else you'll say, Xavier, come this time of the year and you must go see this. Is there anything you can think
Man. So, geez, there's so I see. And the worst thing is, I can't even remember. But one summer we drive up somewhere, and it was I cannot remember. Oh, I can't remember where, man. But so the first time I come, I went to out Seward. I can't remember the name of the mountain, but we saw a glacier. We saw a glacier. It was so beautiful. If you don't do anything, go up there. It was beautiful,
of? Okay.
beautiful, man.
So
Like
go see
actually
a
climb
glacier.
up on it. Yeah. So
All
that was
right.
nice. But come summer and just drive around the place. Just find somewhere and just drive around, man. God. Oh, flat top. Climb flat top. Yes. Flat top. Don't forget flat top. Climb flat top. I think it's like one of the highest peak or something like that. No. But climb flat top and go up on the glacier to Seward. Yes. Do that.
Venice, thank you again. And as we said, Jamaica, little more.
Little more. Ah! All right, later, Xavier. Bye.
Show some love now. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss a video.